Hi Virgo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your mid-August money and career tarot reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates and of course leave the rest behind. But they're saying don't be surprised when the whole thing resonates. But we're going to keep it simple and pull from this new tarot deck that I added to my collection. And I do appreciate your love and support by liking, commenting, and of course subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's do some shuffling. On a roll is what I'm getting. On a roll. I feel as if you are very busy, jumping from one situation to the next, or just dedicating yourself to your career or just money-making opportunity or opportunities wholeheartedly, doing what you got to do and bonding with people all the meanwhile. There will be lessons to be learned in the second half of the month. I can just tell you that much. Okay. I feel as if you'll be feeling a bit judgmental. Okay. Feeling a little bit emotional, but I honestly feel like that won't surprise you. You'll just be feeling there's so much to accomplish, but you won't second guess the fact that you can handle it. You know, it just might be moments of having to overcome obstacles in the midst of all you have to get done, or just, you know what I mean? The Three of Wands coming out to begin your reading, because it's talking about how you know your ships are coming in. It just feels like you jump into an opportunity to make money and you expect to make a lot, okay? For whatever reason, it might be due to certain recent changes, the removal of one factor or another. You might feel as if people are just judging you as well. It feels like the dynamic in a work situation is just changing dramatically. If you're a business owner, get ready for things to thrive for you. It feels like you get tastes of it in the second half of August, but more so in the upcoming months, okay? You're going to feel like the Queen of Cups. I'm going to take this one as I pull it away, although they told me to keep it on the right. Anyways, I feel as if spirituality is coming into play in the second half of your month at work or just at home or both. Even if it's not really your spirituality taking a focus, I do sense that your world is changing, and that is quite evident in the second half of the month. Change is okay is what I'm getting, okay? Stay in your lane. There's going to be moments where you feel inclined to just stick to your own energy, right? To stay away from certain people at work or when you're running your business, or just could be even at home. Once again, I just feel like people don't fully vibe with you at certain points, but those who are meant to vibe with you will, period, okay? Float through the second half of the month is what I'm getting as I look at this imagery here. Float through it, and I feel like there's moments of vulnerability, even joking and laughter, that just makes you feel a bit uncomfortable, but gratifying all the meanwhile, okay? Satisfying is the word that's coming to mind. I do sense that there's thoughts of completion for the future. I don't feel like the majority of you drawn to this reading are going to experience that completion in your career or your financial investments throughout this month. I mean, you could be ending a living situation, but it feels more career-wise. That's on the horizon for you, okay? Happiness coming to be, and then emotions coming to be. It's just like, can we please, this is how you're feeling, can we please make this a little more consistent, but then you just kind of take it as it is. Balancing things out to the best of your ability, but it feels like you are multitasking quite efficiently. Just at times it feels a bit overwhelming, okay? The Queen of Swords coming out, because I do feel like in spirit of your world changing, all right, you're being pushed to develop and change and grow through it all, to the point where you are, even the balancing out of everything helps you grow and change. But I do feel like that's reminding you, or just pushing you to think about what needs to be cut out, okay? Again, some of which that's more on the horizon. It could be even in your present day situation, or just like closer than one would think. But I do feel like, okay, they're saying a contract is coming to an end for some of you sooner than later. I sense that you are very much serious for the majority of the second half of the month, and that's okay. Okay, that's all right. People don't dislike that vibe about you, but then I almost feel like there's somebody else or multiple people that lighten that energy about you and make you laugh or smile, or the bonding with them does at work or at home or both. But then I also feel like you add to the funniness or the lightness, the happiness of a situation. Okay. Allow for yourself to recognize or to remember that you are very spiritually connected. Okay. Again, spirituality is coming into play for the second half of the month. Some of you drawn to this reading might utilize that or have that wrapped up in your career, your work in one way, shape, or form. But others, I feel like, drawn to this reading are just experiencing it while at work, right? Where that job position or business doesn't involve spirituality firsthand or even secondhand. But I do sense that it's just feeling very, very spiritual. Okay. I sense that you're viewing oneself as a pillar of success. Okay. You're judging others and hoping they become just as much of a pillar of success. Don't take that in a bad light. I just feel like you are commending oneself for all you do, but I sense that you're willing to offer a helping hand, but choosing not to at times. That's just the vibe coming through. The number 2 coming into play. Look up the individual number 2 spiritually or angelically. Angel number meaning, whichever you feel most guided to. Some might look up both. Anyways, I do feel as if there's a need to watch your anxiety levels, okay? You're a very grounded, calm sign for the most part, but then when your anxieties pick up or tap into your situation, it may alter your decision process in a negative sense, or it may push you to say something you don't mean to or will regret, okay? And I feel like that's coming more into play at work. Okay, maybe at home too, but I just feel as if you are pushed to remember through spirit, okay, through your work, through the results, the money even. I feel I'm seeing stacks of cash, okay? For some, it's more deposits into your account, but I feel as if you are pushed to recognize, even in moments of your stress or just your chest tightening, health issues is now coming into play. Don't stress it, okay? Just take care of it if need be. You're being pushed to remember or recognize that things are falling into place, okay? That was a long explanation, key wording. I do sense that you are seeing outside factors or experiences through your at work or at home, and it's feeling a bit odd, confusing, but you don't need to understand everything in order to succeed. There's a vibe where you're almost remembering or being pushed to just do what you got to do at work and then leave, right? Or just wrap up your day of running your business. Not to get too emotionally wrapped up and or tied to what you're accomplishing for the manifestation process at a benefit for that, but also for the sake of keeping things less complicated. All right. There's part of you that wants things to be simplistic, but then will accidentally overcomplicate things. Okay. You're going to find that you are one strong individual in the next half of the month. I almost feel like you are, you already know that, but I feel like you're just discovering even more so the strength that exists within you to overcome obstacles, to deal with this and that, to even adapt, I want to say, to certain conversations, people, situations. You entertain is now what I'm getting. You entertain. Are we noticing that there's a bit of a pyramid aspect to the way I laid all the cards? I feel there's a building vibe about your month. Building things from the ground up. Building your savings from the ground up. Don't stress about past debt or past bad financial investments or past career choices that didn't work out. Because I feel like in moments of solitude, you might overthink that or those things. And then you might, even when you're working, stress over it due to certain conversations that pop up or comments, or you get the point. However it relates to you and your situation for the rest of the month, don't stress over past decisions, even things that have built up over time in a negative sense like debt. You're going to pay off what you need to when you're meant to. It's the second half of the month that allows you to gain abundance, gain monetary value, okay? And all of the success you deserve. But again, there are lessons to be learned, and that'll be taken with you towards either the next opportunity and or the finishing up of your current opportunity, okay? In understanding that everything is meant to change by the end of the month, and you'll miss certain people, but just make the best of where you're at until what is meant to come to be in the future, all right? They're saying, to finish up this reading, you're a shining star, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Virgo.